Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we are here with a review of MXGP, the official motocross video game. So basically I've had a couple of hours on this now. I thought I'd give sort of my first impressions review, whatever you want to call it, of this game. I'm currently doing career mode. The first episode was up yesterday, so if you want to go and check that out, it's on my channel, so definitely go and give it a watch. If you're into the career mode, it's definitely worth a watch to see how you get into the career mode and everything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Grand Prix here just to sort of get into the action straight away. And you have two classes you can do in this. You can have MX2, which is where you start off in career mode, or you can have MX1. I'm just going to stick to MX2 because I haven't driven the MX1 yet. I don't want to crash in the review, even though I'll probably crash anyway. Then you get the full list of riders, and you can get the slower people on the slower bikes. And then you have the sort of the factory teams here, Red Bull factory team, Monster Energy, Yamaha. So you know what I mean. You've got like all the riders that you want, and obviously you've got both classes as well. So we're just going to choose this person, and then you've got all the tracks. Now I've only driven on a couple because of career mode, but you can see all of the tracks here. And I don't know where I want to challenge myself here. Is there a British round? Yeah, let's just go. Wait, let's just have a quick look. I'm interested to try out all these tracks. It's going to be interesting in career mode. Definitely give it a watch, guys, because there's going to be a load of interesting stuff. But where should we start? I just don't know. Let's just start Qatar. Let's just go to Qatar. Just random. And then over here you've got the options. You can have 20 laps, 15 laps, 10 laps, 5 laps, 3 laps. Single race, full weekend, qualifying races, double race. I'm just going to stick to single race. I'm going to put the AI on medium, and then it backs out, does a bit of saving. Then you've got riding assists. Now I just leave this on just because I have literally no idea what any of it does. So that's what I have on. I think that's just the noob settings, if you will. And you can turn off these, but I really don't want to risk it. I'll probably crash. Probably crash anyway. But anyway, let's get into this race, and I'm going to sort of talk through the stuff that I like about it. Well, as we're in the loading screen here, you can see the loading screen's quite nice. Quite a good amount of detail, but it does load up really quickly, and then you've got some real life footage here to sort of introduce you to the tracks, and pretty good stuff. I wish the quality of that footage was maybe a little bit better, but I'm not too sure. Maybe that's the best they had available to them. Some quick tips in the menus, pretty much similar to all of the sort of milestone games, if you will. They have sort of these sort of things where you can just have a look through a couple of things. It's not massive, but it gives you something to do whilst you're in the loading menu. And one thing I have noticed, as with WRC4, another game made by Milestone, a little bit laggy in this sort of intro screen. So I don't know whether that's really a concern. And you can see the bike here. There's your bike setup. Just go into there and just see what you can do. Suspension, all that sort of stuff, gears, and I'm just going to leave it all on normal. I really don't want to do anything stupid in the review. Then you've got the session information, and you can see all the stuff here, the standings and everything. But you're all here to see a bit of gameplay, I guess, as well. So we're going to go straight into this race. A little loading screen, nothing really massive. And I think this is where you select your lane. I'm really new to motocross, so I'm really sorry. I think this is where you select your lane, and then your engineer. I think that's a bit of a weird thing. I don't think that really needs to have that in there. It might have been better without it, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going to be here on the Red Bull KTM, and yeah, this is one of the best bikes, so hopefully I can have a good result. But I've got to learn this track as well, because I haven't driven this track yet. I've only done I've done a couple of quick races, and also the first episode of career mode, so I have only driven like a couple of the tracks, so I've got to get used to some of these other ones. Overall, the surroundings, they're alright. They're not amazing, but I think they're sufficient to enjoy this game. I think there's been quite a long time since they've been like a professional MXGP. It's been a long time since there's been since there's been a professional, sort of well done motocross game. I'm not too sure. Oh my goodness, I'm failing massively here. But yeah, I think it's been quite a long time. I can't remember. My friend said there was another one of these MXGPs. Please don't crash. Like a couple of years ago or whatever. But the graphics, they're not incredible, but I tell you what is incredible, the gameplay is really good. So far I've just not, if I've crashed all the time, I've still enjoyed it just because it's interesting. I mean, maybe it's different because I've came from sort of different games. I've I haven't really played a lot of motorbike games. I've played Superbike X, a tiny bit of that, and also I've played MotoGP 2013. They're the only motorbike games I've played in recent memory, so nearly did that backflip or whatever, not intentionally though. I think the other riders try and do it intentionally, but I don't, I just accidentally do it. But overall, the gameplay is very good. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. If you watch the career mode, I know I keep talking about that, but if you watch it, you can see what I mean. It does take a little bit of time, especially for someone like me who's a bit of a noob and is not very used to it. It does take a little bit of time to get used to it and everything. On a second lap, what? It says lap. Okay, I'm just confused here. Oh no, not off the track again. Oh, for goodness sake. That's another thing. You sort of sink through the ground, which I think is a bit weird and unrealistic, but yeah. I think if I'd learnt this track before I did it, it might have been a lot better for the review, to see like sort of a bit better gameplay. But hopefully it's been decent to see, and overall I think it does react well to the controller. I haven't actually yet raced in MX1 in any of the sort of quick race or whatever. I'll get onto that in career mode at some point, but I'm just sort of scared I'm going to like pile drive it into the side of everyone at every corner, just because obviously the more power and everything. Oh, they're all trying to do tricks. I haven't actually done tricks yet. I haven't really looked up how you can do it, but it's going to be quite interesting once I try and start learning how to do tricks, and I've gone wide off the track. So I'm sort of getting into the gameplay so much here. I'm not really talking about a review, if you will, because this is a live commentary. I don't know whether you realise that. But graphics, they're not amazing, but they're pretty good. Especially, I've been playing PS4 and PC recently, so Xbox 360 is probably going to look worse. Oh my goodness, I'm messing this up so badly. So yeah, for Xbox 360 it's pretty good. It's not amazing, but yeah, sufficient. What else did I say? The loading screen's a little bit laggy. That's unfortunate. I wish they had not had that, but maybe it's just something they've got in the current engine they're using, which just isn't working out for them. That does enable that sort of lag in the menus. Now that's a problem, but then it's been a problem with WRC4 as well, and a little bit in MotoGP 2013, but not as noticeable. And yeah, so I've talked about that. What about sound? Sound is pretty good. I mean, as I said, I haven't really watched motocross a huge amount, so it's hard to tell if these are really accurate sound, but they sound pretty good. I mean, I think this is what they sound like. I mean, I've seen a couple of motorbike races on TV. It hasn't been for a long time since I did, but this is the sort of sounds they did make, so the sound does seem pretty good. It's not amazing, but I think it is pretty good, the sound as well. So I'm sort of all over the place here. But I think the game has came down in price. It was £30 when I bought it. I bought it new, obviously. I pre-ordered it. It was £30, and I think overall it's worth £30, especially if you're a motocross fan. Definitely worth it. If you're looking into the genre, trying to think about it. I mean, I'm a person that's looking into the genre, and oh, for goodness sake, and deciding whether I like it or not. And overall, I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. I think you'll get your hours worth out of this game. It is definitely, Milestone games always have a great career mode, and it's a very big compliment to them. They've always had great career modes. And I played MotoGP 2013. I'm on my 4th season of it, and I'm still not bored of it really. But it's just I've got other games to play, that's why I don't really play it as much. So somebody's won it here, but so hopefully I've given a good idea of pretty much everything in this game. Graphics pretty decent, bit of gameplay lag in the menus. Wow, sounds pretty good. Gameplay is very good in my opinion. That's one of the best things about this game. Career mode is very good. What else? I don't really know much more I can say about it, but this game is really good. I'll probably talk about it more in a career mode video down the line, about sort of a full review, so be sure to be tuned onto that. But you can see all the modes and everything they've got here, so pretty much everything you can think of this game's got, if you're a motocross fan. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you want to hit subscribe, that is much appreciated, just so it helps out the channel a lot, and liking out the video is really appreciated as well. But until then, until couple of hours time, we're going to upload more career modes, so I'll see you then. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's been Alex, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.